A view is a virtual table whose contents are defined by a query. Now we know how to look at a table. Here's a familiar one where we're looking at all fields and all records from the employee table. And with a little scrolling, we can see it all. We can scroll to the right to see all the fields, and we can scroll down to see all the records. But what if most of the time that we view this, we don't want to see two hire dates? We kind of want to consolidate this to be the view of what we're most often looking at. So let's just choose the employee ID, last name, first name, hire date, location ID, manager, and status, and end it with that. And let's call this select star from V for view employee. Now if I select this, it's going to say you haven't created this view yet. So let's go ahead and create this. Let's expand Object Explorer, expand JProCo, go to Views, right-click, and say New View. It's going to give us a list of table or tables to base this view off of, and we're going to base it off of the employee table. And we see the employee table in this design view. Let's add the employee ID, first name, and then last name, hire date, location ID manager, and then status. Now let's save it as V employee and say OK. Let's close this. And now let's select from the V employee view. Now we see something that looks like the employee table, but just has the fields that we're interested in seeing. Views can be based off of a single table to help you focus in on the data that you're most interested in. Views can also be used to simplify looking at data from multiple tables by querying just one view. Here's an example. A common thing we do is we look for all of the employees. Now, the employees we want to know where they are located, so we often do an inner join to the location table. We join the location table to the employee table on location ID. So let's do that. Let's give it a run. There's all the employees and where they work. Well, we're really only interested in first name, last name, city, and state. So what we can do is itemize our fields. First name, last name, city, and state. And this is a very focused view from two different tables of what we want to see for an employee report. Now, what should we call this report? We can give it a single name. Let's go Create, View, and we'll call it DBO V Employee Locations. And let's run this. Now that this is run, let's find this object in our Object Explorer. And there's the V Employee Locations view. You can open up a brand new query window and go select star from and choose any of the views that are available. In this case, we'll do V Employee Locations. And run that. And there's our view. What if you're not the creator of the view, but you're the person benefiting from the view by using the view? And you're interested to know more about this view. Or perhaps you built the view, but it was 6 months ago and you forgot how you did it. You look at that and say, cool, how was that built again? I don't remember. Well, you have this handy built-in stored procedure called sp_help text, and then the name of the object you want to know the code and how it was built. So let's run this statement, and look at this code. I'm going to click on the title bar there, right-click and copy, paste to a new window, and this was the code that was used to create that object. Very cool. Well, there's actually another way to get that information. If we can find out the object ID, like going select object_ID, and then passing in the name of the object in single quotes, we can get it. Run this. Okay, let me copy this exact ID by right-clicking and saying copy. And now I'm going to go down to select all from sys.sysComments, where the ID is equal to, and I'm pasting in the number now. Let's see what this gives us. Okay, we got a record. Let's scroll over all the way to the right. Let's go to the text field. Let's copy that. Paste it into a new window. and see what we got. Wow, here's the code. It's all on one line, which is just fine. We can spread that out. So if you have an object's ID, using the sys.sysComments catalog view is a great way to see what code built any given object. Lab 4.1, Skill Check 1. Create a view named vEmployeeGrants that shows the first name, last name, grant name, and amount fields from an inner join of the employee and grant tables. Select from this view. When you're done, your screen should resemble the figure you see here. Skill Check 2. Create a view named vEmployeePayRates, which shows every employee's first name and last name from the employee table, along with all fields from the pay rates table. Be sure to show every employee, even the ones who don't yet have a pay rate. Select from this view, and when you're done, your screen should resemble the figure you see here. Skill Check 3. The vSales view shows JProCo's customers and the products they ordered. Show the code which was used to create this view.